Why? Because I have the memory of a chicken. And you might be thinking, why are you trying to shift your language? Because I want to be more concise. Now, I don't think that being concise is inherently... I think being concise is like being conventionally attractive, right? It's something that like society really values, but is truthful. Do I want to go down? I don't actually know if I completely agree with that. Obviously, guys, we're not even talking about the beauty standards here, okay? I'm in LA. Guys, you're not beating the wave, okay? You're getting smothered by it. Either way, no, the point is, right, people obviously value people who can be concise. I value people who can be concise because I want to hear your message. I don't want to sit there for 10 years listening to you ramble. But I do believe that filler words have a place where if you're consistently telling me a message that has, like, if you're explaining something new to me or explaining a new concept and you're consistently explaining without any sort of pause, I think it can be harder for my brain to understand. So if someone else later asks me, oh, Twichty, how do you understand that concept? It could be harder. And that, from my understanding, is kind of the point of filler words, is they can fix that a little bit. They can add more pauses, more breaks that allow you to be a little more in with the vibes. Now, whether or not that is 100% true long-term, I don't really know. But that's my thought process, at least. I vibe with it either way, and I was editing my YouTube video today, which, guys, sorry, I have a lot of coffee in front of me, and we will drinking all of it. Why? Because I need to bring that energy, okay? And I will not be bringing it with the current amount of sleep I got, which I did get a good amount of sleep. Did I go to bed late? Absolutely. But did I get a decent amount of sleep? Kind of, ishly, not, but yes. Tank. I thought it's gonna do 1800. 700 with a crit? Bro, you might as well give up. Basically, I will admit, I was not the most excited about my YouTube video. I had recorded it, and I thought the information I'm explaining is interesting, right? I'm covering what I've said on stream. However, the way I was explaining it wasn't that exciting, and I felt, when I was watching it, I was like, this isn't the... I felt like the vibe was off. That's what I was struggling with, to identify the vibe of the video. And I think, when initially looking at it, I want to be funny, right? Because, guys, at the end of the day, I'm always trying to be funny. I'm trying to be entertaining, and that's what I really value. Not that that's the only type of content I consume. For example, I love, if anyone's ever seen ContraPoints, I love ContraPoints. The very, she is an philosophy PhD who makes, like, video essays. I love a video essay. I love information. I love people's opinions, and I like watching, okay, that's not shocking. I'm gonna be honest here. When I fainted, I was a little... Okay, game, this is BMing. Let's move it along. I don't need to stand here. I don't need to suffer. But I love an informational video. But I never necessarily thought of myself as someone who would make those because I don't have the patience. Guys, I'm sitting there for 20,000 years to make... No. However, I made this video. This video is essentially kind of an informational video. It's more analysis. And I think because I was trying to think of how I'm going to add jokes to it, and I was like, I don't make that many jokes during the video, right? Because if I know I'm trying to make something funny, I'm going to try to go for comedic moments. And when I know and when I'm not, I'm not. So I was struggling. And then I was looking at it, and I'm just talking a lot, right? So it's like, you need some background music, which honestly, guys, you know, Wizard 101, background music, background gameplay while I just yap. I ended up adding something. And why something? Why? Because you're going to have to go check out the YouTube video. Okay, baby girl, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to comment. I added things, and I was watching it and listening to it while I was playing a game because I want to listen. I just listen to myself talk, and then I'm like, oh, I need to edit this part, cut this part, blah, blah, blah. It's good. I'm feeling so much better about it, and like, now I'm excited to post it. And I think that's a good feeling to have because at the end of the day, guys, I'm going to post it whether or not I'm excited about it because I've spent too much time on this video, and it's just a pain in the butt. But if I'm not excited by it, that definitely... I don't want to work on it. I'm less excited to post it. I'm a little embarrassed to post it. But now I'm excited about it. Now I think it's legitimately an interesting and good video. And it's a different vibe for sure because it's more informational. But I am very excited for it. And so I feel very... I said there. I feel very good. I'm kind of on the last touches. At this point, I'm just starting removing some filler words. I'm trying to make this speech flow. It's not perfect. One thing I was trying to figure out was how do I block out 20 minutes of speaking? If I'm looking at something and I'm talking about it, in my mind, there's a few ways, right? I could write a script, but then I have to memorize it. I have to write the script, and then I have to read it. Now, if I had a teleprompter, that would objectively solve a lot of my problems. Except I don't know how people... I guess in the future, maybe I should have a teleprompter. But also, I don't really like a teleprompter because it's not an essay, it's visuals, and I'm looking at the visual. That's interesting. Maybe it should have been reversed. I don't know, and I'll figure it out in the future. But one thing was teleprompters. I didn't have a teleprompter, and you can't just like do a teleprompter, right? Because I want to look at the camera when I'm speaking, mostly. And if I'm not looking at the camera and I have a teleprompter, then you're gonna see my eyes. I'm gonna be like looking up here, and I'm gonna be like, and you're gonna see my eyes. Plus, I'm gonna have to scroll with my mouse. It'd be a nightmare. Did I just get fainted? Oh my, wow, that, you know, for plus 70%, that really did nothing at all. Either way, it was not on the cards. And so what I did was I just kind of I recorded my analysis and then I cut it down, which I think worked pretty well. Because the one, dare I say, talent I have is my ability to yap. I'm able to, you know, speak. And because I'm able to do that, I'm not as stressed, right? I'm not gonna stand in front of a class. I'm not gonna stand in front of a crowd and have nothing to say. I'm gonna have something to say. Now, whether or not I'm concise, whether I get to my point, is another conversation, and that's the power of editing. But I have something to say, and so that was pretty good that I was able to do that. I can't crit. I need to stop saying crit heal because it's just literally is physically not possible. But yeah, right? So I posted that. Great, awesome, amazing. And I feel good overall. I feel confident. I feel like what I did was good. I haven't posted it. Sorry, I may have said I posted it. This is what I get because I'm also analyzing this fight. Anyways, I'm excited about my YouTube video, and I'm excited for you guys to watch it. Now, Wizard 101, let's stop distracting. I did not see an Easter code. If anyone knows of an Easter code, do let me know, because I have not seen an Easter code. I assume Wizard 101 would release an Easter code, but it's fine. I totally don't want to open a pack. Yes, I do. I love opening packs. Guys, last night, I beat my first run of Rift Wizard 2. Rift Wizard 2 is a game I played on stream once, an 8-bit game that's strategic. It's really fun. I highly recommend it. Doing it on the Steam store is $20. It's a little expensive. I want to be clear here. The game is hard. The game is directly hard. And did I faint? No, he fainted me, which explains everything. And I caveat it with it being hard because I think when people buy game, like, it's $20, and the only way you get your time's worth is if you continually lose. And you just have to be willing to lose. But it's not like Dark Souls where you're like losing. It is like Dark Souls where you're losing and learning. Except the losing is a lot more aggressive. However, so this game, basically it's a turn-based game. So every turn, right, I cast a spell and enemies move on a grid-based map and they move closer to me. And initially, I was playing the game on normal animation speed because when I opened the menu and I read something that said animation speed, what I thought it was meaning was arrow speed. Or I meant it thought like mouse speed. I didn't really know what I thought it meant, but it was saying something along those lines. And so what would happen is when I had like 2,000 minions or 2,000 enemies, a little exaggeration, you get the idea. It would move so slowly because, you know, it'd be like A to B, B to C, C to D, D attacks A. And then I learned animation speed. So now I have it at ultra fast speed, which is both good and bad. It's good, obviously, because, you know, everything happens faster. It's bad because what happens is I click my spacebar and then my HP changes. And sometimes what happens is, like, if I have, let's say, 5 minions out and I'm having them fight the enemies, and the enemies keep spawning, but I'm not, like, doing anything, I hit bam, 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 I hold spacebar and it goes, and then all of a sudden I'm dead, and I'm like, oh, what happened? And I'm shocked. And you know what, guys, I'm doing a Rift Wizard run today. Icy Hot, oh, okay, Icy Hot, please don't punish yourself. Hello, I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful egg day. Absolutely no worries, Icy Hot. I appreciate when you are here at the start of the stream, but I appreciate you're in any part of the stream. Guys, here's the thing. I'm not gaining pips because I keep healing myself, and because I can't heal myself enough to make up for it, that's a little bit of a scam. But at least we're doing something. Ooh, okay, Storm Blade did nothing, and that's fine. I have 8 pips. They have to do 1,500 damage to me. They don't have a blade. I have 1 plus 20 on me. I think I can Sun Serpent. I'm going to say I can Sun Serpent. Oh, hello, Dorito. How are you? I'm doing well. Happy Egg Day. I hope everything's going great. Hey, happy egg. Okay, he gets it. He gets it. I know. It's a mystery, guys. For some reason today, everyone's obsessed. Which reminds me, guys, I have to go to the grocery store tonight. I have to go to the grocery store because I think that the Easter supplies is going to be on sale. It's either going to be on sale today or tomorrow, and I'm going to be buying so much Easter candy. Well, and also, you know, there might be there's sometimes a cute Easter toy. I won't be buying that much. I do like candy. However, as an adult, I am trying not to eat extremely unhealthy. Kraken is the best case scenario. Don't crit. Don't you dare crit, you minion. Didn't crit. 70. Okay, we're chilling and we're vibing. Oh, hello, Hot Cheeto. Bombaclat. Guys, I love Bombaclat. I hope everyone a wonderful Sunday. I don't think there was an Easter event. Icy Hot, that's what I was trying to figure out. I looked at the Reddit. No one was saying anything about an Easter event, so my assumption is there one. I didn't crit. We're screwed. There's no way. The second hit has never done 4,000. Well, that's not true. It has, but this is not the case where it's doing 4,000. Oh, that's so annoying. And we aren't even going first. I like Sun Serpent. It just 2,000? Oh my god. Nobody will ever know exactly. My first, if anyone's wondering, my first Easter was in San Diego. I actually don't know if it was my first Easter. I have photos of me when I was a tiny child that was in San Diego, and I was at my cousin's house. Spoiler alert, guys, some of my cousins live in San Diego. What? Twichty has relatives that live in the same state he lives in? I don't know why I did that, but you get the idea. Why did I meter right there? Because I thought it would do enough damage. Do I regret my choice? Yes. So I'm gonna cry and go in a shame hole, but we're fine. I love the, you know, and Dorito, you're so real. I like them too. I think that, okay, I see. I think that guys, you know, as you get, you know how the concept of buying a gift for someone that's personal? Like, when you're buying a gift, the best gift is something that's personal, that means something to the person, that is handmade, and all those things. What a coincidence my dad, mom, and sister live in the same state as me. Dorito, that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. And in that essence of, like, you know, having things that are personal, like, those emotes, I realize they're just, like, they're personally me. Bro, I just need to do things that are more personally me. And it's even, like, even when I'm sorry, I could go back to the YouTube video moment, but even my YouTube video, it's like, when it's personally me, authenticity, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. We all get it. Moral of the story is I also like those emotes, and I like them because I drew them, and they look a little ridiculous, and they're ooga booga'd, and they're just fun like that. I also think I like things that are perfect. I like striving for perfection a lot of the times. But when the intention of something is not to be perfect, right? And like, for example, those emotes, those are not meant to be perfect. Those are meant to be drafts for an artist so that they could draw a better banana duck. I realize there's something beautiful about it not being about just kind of, you know, making something to make something ooga booga, kind of, you know, crooked, bad, poorly drawn, because then it's fun and I don't feel so stressed. I'm laying in my bed for a bit to try to gain a bit of energy. Hey, and Dorito, best of luck. I have tried that time and time again. I think everyone on the planet has tried. Guys, I'm tired. Let me just go lay on my bed to, like, get my energy up. It has never worked in a million years. I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna work. When you lay on your bed to get energy, you fall asleep. Okay, what you need to do, if you really want to get energy, you need to either splash your face with cold water, or you need to, like, do exercise. Not that there's, and also, go lay down. If you're tired, go lay down. Take a cat nap. Okay, if you're not working that day, guys, at any point in your life, you should feel free to rest. Obviously, if you're at a job, you can't do that, but generally, guys, if you're tired, rest. Okay, that's your body telling you that something's wrong. It's a good vibe, in my opinion. Like today, I was tired. You know what I did? I laid down. Then I got more coffee because I said, wait a minute, if I lay down, I'm gonna literally fall asleep. Have a carbonated beverage. Exactly, guys. Get a little bevy, a little Coke, a little Sprite, a 7-Up. Except, guys, I will say, if anyone's wondering, top soda drinks, top soft drinks, we've got Fanta, we've got Orange Crush, we've got Dr. Pepper, and then past that, I don't really care. Remember when Azteca bosses had 30,000 HP? Absolutely not, Icy Hot. I do not. And I'm sure at some point they did. And I know they did. But here's the thing. When I originally played through Azteca about 2 billion years ago on my Life Wizard, I really only played the game when it was, like, hard once in my life. Past that, I'd be sipping Coca-Cola, and there you go. And so, honestly, I don't remember a lot of old Wizard 101. What I remember is, as a Life Wizard, we didn't have Forest Lord, and then we got Forest Lord, and then Forest Lord sucked, and then I remember Forest Lord being a single animation taking 10 billion years. I remember them changing the animation of Forest Lord. You know what's interesting? Wizard 101 will not update a million spells. You know what they did do? They changed the animation of Forest Lord, I swear, like 3 or 4 different times. And then finally, I remember the update when they made AoEs hit all enemies at the same time. And guys, let me tell you something right now. If you are a player who's been playing Wizard 101 since before the AoE update, you know pain. And if you've played after, guys, just be grateful. And it's not like a, haha, you're not a real Wizard 101 player. No, you are. And objectively, you're smart. Because this game, when AoEs individually hit every character, you could not believe especially a long boss, you might as well give up. You might as well go to sleep. there's this particular spell, Call of Cthulhu. It's a death spell. It summons a big octopus that goes whoop, suck, and then goes down, and then goes up, and then heal. I don't know, 10 years, 50 years, 60,000 years. Horrendous. Either way, we're in a better time and a better place, which is nice, right? Because I like the idea that everything's improving. Games should improve as you play them. They should make changes. Okay, No Man, No Life. Is it called No Man, No Life? Raw took a billion... Raw did take a billion years. Guys, Raw took so long that the sun died and became a black hole. Do suns die and become black holes? Am I wrong with that one? Suns die and do something. Do they have a supernova? It's something like that. Either way, oh, what? No Man, No Life? No. No Man, No Sky? No Sky, No Life? The space game. There was some space game that came out and it was objectively horrible, and now it's like a very popular game that a lot of people play and are very excited about. And that's a perfect example of it. And wow, I say so many filler words. It's insane. One of these days I won't. One of these days I will say less filler words because I'll know what I want to say. And when is that moment? I don't know. And that's okay. I think I gained a few pounds today, had ham, mashed potatoes, and croissants. And that sounds absolutely... Oh, because... Guys, you know what I just realized? I missed my Easter brunch. When I was at home, on Easter, we would usually have eggs and Benedict. Eggs Benedict. And smoked salmon and all these delicious things. And now I'm a loser. And by loser, I mean I'm an adult. So what happened was I woke up at 12 p.m. I ate a giant bowl of Annie's mac and cheese, and then I drank coffee. I edited a YouTube video, and now I'm streaming. Being an adult is too much work. You know, Peter Pan was onto something, okay? I'll never grow up. That's a real one, okay? Because, guys, I don't want to grow up. Thank you very much. I would like to stay a child forever. Or I would like to... Guys, you know they talk about AI doing this, doing that, yada, yada, yada. I want AI. I just need a robot that can cook me any meal. That's all I want. That's all I care about. Honestly, you can charge my credit card for the ingredients, okay? I just want a robot that can cook me any meal. That's all I personally want out of AI, out of robots, out of robotic intelligence. Just something to cook me meals. That would bring me so much joy. Because, guys, imagine today if I had eggs and Benedict. I would love that. Also, did you know that maybe cause early onset dementia? Now, here's my question. Dorito, you added in legal there. Now, is there a difference between the legal and illegal? Because you're putting a differentiation there, and that is one thing I'd be intrigued about of that, and that's an interesting point. Like Peter Pan, yes, Icy Hot, Peter Pan, I won't grow up. I won't grow up just to learn to be a man and recite their silly rules and recite their silly rules. If growing up means it would be beneath my dignity to climb a tree, I'll never grow up, never grow up, never grow up. Not me, not I, not me. So there. Never learn to be a man. I won't like to see somebody try and make me. Catch me if they can. Guys, believe it or not, I've watched Peter Pan about 2 billion times because my mom has done the Peter Pan play about 2 billion times. That's what I've heard. Okay. I see. Oh, that's interesting. Here's the thing, guys. I'll remember whether it's in my chat or I'm saying it, always double check facts that you want to believe. But that's an interesting thing. And the honest truth is, what I would assume is we don't really know. Because with a lot of things, guys, it's very hard to understand the effects of something. Because to understand the effects of something, right, you have to study it for years, right? You have to look at humans from age, you know, blah, 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 blah. But running a study like that is extremely difficult because when you're taking when you have, you need a large sample, then B, there's a lot of compounding facts that apply to those variables, and that's when it becomes really hard. Like, for example, cigarettes is a very common one. No one had the idea of cigarettes when well, maybe not no one. This is anecdotal. You know what, guys? It's all for fun and sillies. Cigarettes were something really hard for people to understand in the beginning because, guys, we didn't know long-term effects because no one had used cigarettes for a long time. And now, slowly, as we study more things, and obviously, yeah, no, 100%. Either way, guys, Twichty, I am not pro cigarettes. I'm gonna be real here, guys. Okay, crazy take here. Twichty is not pro cigarettes. I do not recommend it. And I am willing to stake the fact that I will never get a cigarette sponsor. Guys, if I get a cigarette sponsor, clown on me. I don't also think that cigarettes have ever sponsored a single human, and I hope they have not. That would be crazy and horrible. My dad was a smoker though, guys. My dad was a smoker for about 30 years, and the smell of cigarette smoke is a little comforting. I don't mind it. I used to hate it as a child, and now I don't really mind it. It's It's just not the worst thing, but that was really just because of my father. And did this, and guys, I'll give you a warning now. Did that help my father live longer? No, it did not. So do not recommend. Unless for whatever reason you are choosing a different path in life, then I understand. And we ding, ding, ding away. But sorry, to jump back, Peter Pan, very good play. I recommend it. What do I like about Peter Pan? There's a few things I like. Because there's the musical Peter Pan, which if anyone has ever heard of the sound, I don't really want to do the work today. No, I don't want to do the work today. I don't want to do the work today. Something like that, whatever. That's, from what I'm aware, that's also from Peter Pan. Or from a parody of Peter Pan, I think. Then there's obviously TikTok or Click Clock. There's an alligator that makes a ticking noise and then it shows up. And obviously there's TikTok, which is the app, but there's an alligator and then Captain Hook. Who doesn't love Captain Hook? Okay, Captain Hook's fun, silly, goofy, you know, an OG Disney villain. He keeps it real. Oh my God, guys, is this the final tomb? Guys, we're finally making progress in Azteca, and that's what I care about. We are going to be getting to Cloudburst Fort. Well, okay, let me pull back a little bit. I'm not really sure we're going to be getting Cloudburst Fort, but we will be getting somewhere, and that is exciting. But here's my question: did anyone hunt Easter eggs today? Remember the old Disney MMOs? No. Unfortunately, I really don't. Unless you can name them, and then maybe, but I don't think so. But the Pirates of the Caribbean, yes. That's one that I do remember, but besides that, the Tinkerbell MMO was... Maybe, actually, that's not true. Maybe I played that once. I don't know. I start playing I really played Toontown and Club Penguin. And then I think I started playing video games like on my own. This is gonna stun me, it's stupid. I started playing video games on my own in middle school. Like there's also Minecraft, obviously. I think there were periods of my time where I played video games, but they weren't from my discovery, but from my older sister's discovery, because obviously as the older siblings, they kind of set the standard for what we were doing. Because that's what older siblings do. They set the standard, right? Whether that's jobs, life, well, not always. And obviously, guys, I would say if your older sibling is not setting a good standard, hopefully you're not following them. Fortunately, guys, I will say I love my older siblings. They did set they set pretty good standards. I will say some things are a little cooked. Like, I think that my sister, you know, is a little obsessed with her cats? Yes. But obviously, I love her cats too. Never mind. I made a Photoshop of the cat. I take it back. I played Windcraft. Icy Hot. I mean, I played Windcraft. Windcraft, if you don't know, is an MMO it's an MMO, technically it's an MMORPG in Minecraft. It's pretty fun. I do recommend it. It's kind of grindy. It's a little, I don't know. I got a little confused. It's obviously more fun with friends. Any MMO is more fun with friends. In general, guys, this is gonna sound a little crazy. I recommend, if you're in your power, try to make friends. Now, everyone wants friends. Everyone enjoys friends. But guys, making friends just makes video gaming better. And I will also say this. Make friends in things you want to do. Because I've had times, I liked old Windcraft. Icy Hot, I also think I agree with you. I don't know, at some point I played it and I really enjoyed it. And then there were other points where I didn't. And I think it was when it was older. I don't really know where it is at this point in time. But I think there were points where I liked the progression, and then there were points where the progression felt too grindy and kind of a nightmare. When you're trying to make friends, also, guys, I don't know why my voice disappeared. Okay, I'm sorry. When you're trying to make friends, make them in places you want to. I know this is going to shock you, but Twichty, at points in my life, I've struggled to make... Actually, and guys, I've struggled to make friends all the time. In my personal opinion, I've struggled to make friends my entire life. I am someone who's anxious, and, like, you know, in elementary school, I struggled. In middle school, I struggled. In high school, I didn't struggle because I followed my exact same friends from middle school to high school. In college, I struggled so badly, guys. I think everyone struggles in college. Let's be very clear here. But I struggled so badly, which, ironically, my friends that I made in college were just people that went to my high school who I hadn't really known, but then became better friends with. And I think in LA, I've kind of struggled. I'm getting a bit better. You know, it's hard. It's hard. I don't have any good advice. What I will say is make friends doing things you want to do. Okay? Exactly. I got why? Because I always go on the edge. Guys, 277 HP, more like infinite HP. Bada bing, bada boom. Exactly. Buddy wishes he could win. Make friends thing you do. I, for example, love playing video games. I play video games all the time, and I've made a friend or two in the past, and the issue is they don't play video games. And when I make friends who don't play video games, we just don't really mesh well. Not because we're not getting along, but they're like, oh, you know, Twichty, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Do you want to hang out? And I'm like, no. I'm like, do you want to play this on the computer? Do you want to play this on the computer? Do you want to play this on the computer? Do you want to talk on Discord? Now, I do think it's always good to see people in person once in a while. I think it's helpful. I enjoy it. And occasionally I do want to see people in person. But guys, 98% of the time, no, I do not want to go to XYZ, okay? I want to sit on my computer and play video games. And I would love for you to come join me on Discord. Come join my, come join my Twitch chat. Come literally anywhere and come chat with me. That's what I love. And it's just, it's interesting because it's also the concept of like, you know, if you're looking for someone, if you want some love in your life, guys. And they always say like, go do something active, but I would say go do something active that you're interested in, right? And it's like a very common example is the club. Like, you know, a club, a bar, something like if you go there, if that's not your normal environment that you want to spend a lot of time in, but you're going there to search for someone, while it definitely does work in my mind, it's like you're finding a person of particular interest. Whereas let's say your dream in life, in my mind, and maybe this is crazy. Guys, I'm young. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. If you want someone who reads all the time, go to a bookstore or join a book club or I don't know. I actually have no idea. I don't really know how to find someone who likes reading all the time. You know what? Do what I did, guys. I went to when I was in Taiwan on my birthday when I was 23, and I read a book in a bar alone. Did anyone come up to me? No. Why? Because there was no one else in the bar. I was literally the only person. I went to this cool bar in Taiwan, and I thought it was really pretty, and it had a lot of really cool things. Buy a Kindle. I love a Kindle. Guys, I am pro electronic book. Please be aware you don't need a Kindle. You can download the Kindle app on your phone. I would also be aware that if you buy a book on Amazon, you don't technically own it forever, so just, you know, be aware of that one. But I'm a big fan of digital reading 100% because honestly, I don't really like holding a book. I was in a bar drinking, I was consuming sparkly beverages, but I was reading by myself and I did it for about 2 hours. And then I said, you know what, this is a little depressing, and I just went back to my hotel. And I'm still kind of sad about that one, but it was cool because it was fun to go around Taiwan. And this was in Taipei, Taipei being
an air run.
Is Taipei the capital? I don't actually know if Taipei is the capital of Taiwan, but Taipei is the biggest city in Taiwan. Highly, highly, highly recommend Taiwan. I said it yesterday and I'll say it again today, guys. Taiwan, beautiful country, great country to visit. The nature is everything. The food is delicious, and everyone there was super nice to me. It was a vibe. Oh, except one time, guys, I got the sweet and sour soup from this. I will say the one thing is, if you are eating food based off of Google Lens translating menus, be prepared, because I definitely got a few meals there that were not for my taste or my interest. And I obviously think that, you know, if I go to another country, their food is obviously gonna be drastically different than like Taiwanese food in America, because that's Americanized Taiwanese food, yada, yada, yada. On top of that, also, Google Lens is only gonna translate so well. It's gonna miss a lot of context. It's gonna translate word for word. And then I think that was a little cooked. Dorito, I deeply appreciate you stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. As always, sweet dreams. And so, guys, I got some, here's the thing. I got a beef soup. It had some parts of a cow that I personally would not like to eat. Absolutely no one's fault. Just the translated apples get a little cooked. And then I also got the sweet and sour soup. It was very thick. It was very thick. It wasn't like a soup in my mind. It was more of like, it wasn't I don't even know how to describe it. It was not for my personal taste, and that was an interesting experience because I was really excited to get it, and I did. Also, ironically, in Taiwan, I ate a lot of Vietnamese food, because they had a lot of pho, and I really did enjoy that. And there was this cute shop. It was right next to my apartment. It was like across the street, and I would go there a lot because it was honestly, it was cheap. And guys, even when I was traveling, I was trying to eat the cheapest I possibly could, and the portions were pretty good.
Come, warm up in my embrace.
Oh my god, I got a thing. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm full of hatred, but mostly for you. I can't see the person, the place, the thing. Wait, I can't see the person, place, the thing version of someone who hates, or the word for that word, because Pixie messages are very strict for some reason. Oh. Okay, well, here's the thing. Camera, I deeply appreciate it. I was going to say, if you had rhymed this part, that would have absolutely been amazing. I can't say the person, the place, the thing, the person I hate, or the word that stings. Pixie messages are too strict for me. I hope that you are, and then you say something negative. Guys,